It's going to start things off with news about Cactus Jack that somehow involved Mr. John Arezzi.
Yeah.
And you know what? Rather than me blather about it, I'm going to let John explain it in this clip. You want to get started?
Yeah, well, Sunny Beach promoted a show, Plain Edge High School, and I think the date was April the 26th, or I think April 26th, because this show aired, I think, on April 28th.
That's right.
And yeah. So he promoted a show, and Cactus was facing Sunny in the main event, and their brawls across Long Island, as you know, were just always wild and crazy, and they've always had great matches. So this was at Plain Edge High School, and I spoke to him, and he goes, "Well, why don't we kind of do something together? You know, you want to do something? You want to take a bump?" I was like, yeah, you know, maybe we'll. I really was kind of a little trepidatious about it because you never know, anything could happen. So he was also the same weekend planning on getting engaged to his girlfriend, Colette. And we had the angle that took place. It was crazy. And then trying to get him on the air to, for me to do apology to him. And lo and behold, Paulie Dangerously is also a guest. And what ensued was hilarity. And it was probably one of the most funniest historic moments ever on Pro Wrestling Spotlight. I did take the bump. I got kicked in the stomach. I got a headbutt. He dropped the big elbow from me from the ring apron. And I actually pulled that video because my sister knew what was going on. She showed up with a video camera and filmed the whole thing. So we'll release that video to the patrons also when this episode drops.
John, do you realize your pro wrestling career consisted of only taking bumps?
That was all I did.
That's right.
And they were against Hall of Famers.
Yes.
So.
I mean, if you had to take bumps, at least you did it against Dusty Rhodes and Chief Jay Strongbow and
Peter Maivia and Mick Foley.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. If you're gonna get smushed by the stars. And
in '89, when I was managing Sonny Blaze. If you remember Sonny, of course you probably do. At an independent show promoted by Mitch Seinfeld in Brooklyn, New York. It was Sonny Blaze, me managing him against Taz, who was called the Tasmaniac at the time. Yes, actually, he was called Kid Crush. He wasn't even Tasmaniac then.
Right.
And I took a bump in that one too, because he got out of the ring and I took a swing at him, and he took my head and he slammed it into the ring post. And I wanted it to look so good that I ran into that ring post with my wrist out, and I hit my wrist and my head on the ring post, and I fell back down, and I might have fractured it. It swelled up right away, and the people from the New York State Athletic Commission thought I really, got hit. I always looked good doing what I did, with these bumps. Because I didn't know how to fall, so I just fell.
Yeah. There's no kayfabing falling to the ground. I mean, no. You were actually, yeah.
And the one thing that always stays with me to this day is after the Cactus Jack angle, which we'll hear all about in the clips coming up, as my brother-in-law and referee Ron Barrier, they were trying to lift me up off the gymnasium floor just to kind of get me up. And, I put my arm around them and they're dragging me to the back. And a fan, it was almost quiet. And the fan yells out louder than anything, "Give him a 6-foot hero. He'll be fine." So,
oh my gosh.
And it was hard for me to not laugh when that happened. But what an exciting weekend. And the show, we captured it all. And I think everybody out there is going to enjoy what we got with this angle.
That was the spirit of Cactus Jack. If he would say, "Would you like me to beat the tar out of you?" And
yes.
There was a time when you and I got together. Where did we go in New Jersey? Or was it Staten Island where he kind of roughed up both of us another time? I don't remember the specific
year. Staten Island. Could have been.
I think it was Staten Island. That's right. Mm-hmm. I think we had pizza in Staten Island. That's right.
Yeah.
the little memories start coming back.
Right.
We jog each other's memories.
And you had the briefcase or something, right?
Yeah, he pushed me, grabbed the briefcase, and slammed you with it, as I recall.
Yes, and there was another time I was doing play-by-play, and I was holding the microphone, and he came out with Sunny Beach again, and he took the microphone with me holding it still and was hitting Sunny Beach over the head with it. So that was another fun memory.
I don't have a lot of photos from my wrestling days of people that took me, but I have a collection of photos of me being threatened by various superstars.
Oh, I'm sure.
I have two of me being threatened by Terry Funk, another one by El Gigante, another one, I think it was Cactus. It's just a whole array of photos of me being threatened. They looked when I used to sit ringside, they would always come up to me and Terry Funk, are you going to interfere with my match? And I'm like, no, sir.
Yeah, he was always like that too. He'd chase you. Yeah.
Terry Funk, when the red light came on, don't get in his way.
No,
I'll put it that way.
That's true. That's true.
For sure.
Well, let's start entertaining these folks with some of this hilarity.
And here it comes, folks. The story of what happened to John Arezzi getting the big elbow. Let's go to it right now.
Okay, first and foremost, before we get to Donnie with the news capsule of the week, a lot of news stories in wrestling this week. I know, Vinny, you tried to get a hold of Cactus Jack during the program, and just the machine is on there.
Are we on here?
Yeah, you'll be on in just a sec. Go ahead.
John, I tried to reach Cactus Jack about 5 after 10 this morning to see if he'll come on and speak to you about what happened Friday night, but unfortunately I was unavailable. He was unavailable to come to the phone is what I was told.
Well, just to briefly explain it to everybody, Cactus and I have formed a real good friendship, I felt, and I did something stupid on Friday night. I was guest ring announcer for his match in Sunny Beach at Plainedge High School, and after the match, Bob Orton had interfered, causing Cactus to pin Sunny Beach, and there was just an incident that took place outside the ring, which I got in the middle of, which I shouldn't have, and I felt the effects. Cactus pretty much gave me a pretty decent headbutt. And when I went down, then he dropped the elbow off of the ring apron on top of my back and gave me a couple kicks to the stomach. But I had to get assisted back to the dressing room. And he was, I tried to talk to him a little bit yesterday at the autograph show, and he's just pretty cold. So I had a long friendship with the guy, and I hope that we could patch things up. I really do.
John, I'd like to try again later on if I could.
Okay.
I'll see if I can talk to him for you because I would like to see him. I'd like to see
Well,
this
it's my
get
fault,
patched up, John.
It's my fault. I shouldn't have been over there. That's just hazards of being close to the ring, and I just tried to I stuck my nose where it didn't belong. Let's put it that way.
Oh, John, you sounded hurt both physically and mentally.
Yes, I was very sad. I didn't know if our friendship was over or not.
That would have been bad for the show if it was.
Oh, it would have been. But it all works out. It all does.